According to the U.S. State Department, some 6.32 million Americans, not counting the military, live overseas, and many of them have made their way to the land down under. With friendly locals, a thriving economy and some of the best beaches in the world, Australia is a very attractive destination for U.S. expats. It's a developed country where the locals speak English, the weather is warm and the right people can enjoy strong job prospects and good pay. It's also practically the opposite side of the planet, and almost as far away from America as you can get. Some people might be turned off by this, while others may consider it an added bonus. If you want to move to Australia from the USA, here's how to do it. Visas available to American nationals. Americans moving to Australia will obviously need a visa. Use this free government visa finder tool to see some of the options that may be available. If you already have family living in Australia, or you have family members who are Australian or New Zealand citizens, then you should probably look into a family visa. Student visa is suitable for students looking to study or undertake professional training in Australia. If you won't be coming in on either of the above, then a working visa is probably your best bet. Who can get a student visa? You'll be eligible for a student visa if you're enrolled as an overseas student at an Australian university. If not, there are a number of exchange agreements that you may be eligible for. Learn more about your options for getting a student visa here. Who can get a working visa? The easiest way to get a working visa is to get hired by an Australian company who can then help bring you into the country. You can also do it yourself, although you will need to be a strong candidate and pass a points test. You can earn points by being under the age of 40, having good English language skills, having prior employment in a skilled occupation, having professional qualifications, doctorates, degrees, diplomas and other awards, having existing financial resources and other assets. The easiest way to get a working visa in Australia is to find a job in Australia before leaving the US. Being sponsored by an Australian company can make it significantly easier for you to be approved. Alternatively, if you work a job that's on the skilled occupations list, you might also have a good chance of success. Use the visa finder to see which types of visas you may be eligible for and choose one whose requirements you can meet. Visa requirements vary, but basic eligibility remains the same. You will need a completed application form. This can be found on the Department of Immigration and Border Protection (DIBP) website. Valid passport. Certified copies of the biographical pages of your valid passport or travel documentation. Certified copies of your birth certificate at more recent passport size, and passport appropriate photos. Visa payment fee. Police clearance, applicable when applying for a permanent residence visa. The cost depends on the visa. For example, a work and holiday visa, subclass 452, will cost only odd $420, while a migrant or provisional partner visa, subclass 309 or 100, will set you back odd $3,085 in application fees. Once again, this depends on the visa you apply for. Partner and family visas might take months, while tourist and working visas are often processed in just days. If you have any other questions about getting a visa for moving to Australia, you can learn more here. Back to top. Getting to Australia. Many airlines offer flights from the US to Australia, with most landing in Sydney or Melbourne, but also Perth, Brisbane or Adelaide. Direct flights from the USA to Australia leave from Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, Honolulu International Airport, Burbank, San Francisco International Airport and Dallas, Fort Worth International Airport. The most popular route of all, however, is the 15-hour leg from LA to Sydney. Flights are offered by several airlines including Qantas, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Virgin Australia, Hawaiian Airlines, Jetstar, Air New Zealand and United Airlines. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a flight on your chosen travel date, though cheap tickets on the most popular routes and peak periods, around July to August, tend to sell out quickly. To get a deal on airfares, you might try planning ahead and booking online. Australia is almost the opposite side of the planet, and even the quickest routes from the US West Coast to the Australian East Coast will take you at least 13 or 14 hours. Back to top. Tying up loose ends before you leave. One of the decisions you'll face when moving overseas is what to do with all your stuff. Relocating is a good excuse to sort through all your possessions and get